So sounds good.
Are we ready? Are we live?
Let's do it.
Are we live? Welcome to
We are
POAPathon
live.
We are live with you today. Welcome everybody. We're excited to have you here. Genetics, how you doing today?
I'm doing really good. I'm pumped about I'm here about NFT.LA and all the
and Miami
and Miami. That's right. So much
crazy
happening.
Stuff today. So many things. Beastadon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Happy to be here.
And then we have our guest host today, which I'm very excited about. We have Alyssa Jordan, also known as Schmupergirl. Hello, Alyssa.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have you here. And Valerie Carrillo, who is better known as VDizzle7.
Good morning.
And they're going to be talking to us about their experiences at NFT Miami and LA. So this is exciting. We're so excited that you all are here, making sure everything is working okay. Okay, we are broadcasting. I'm like just checking things.
Always fun on production day. Always fun.
I'm just like, let's make sure everything's going okay. So we have some really super exciting news that we want to start with right up front. And that is that we have our first official sponsor. Oops, hold on. Come on. I don't know if I'm getting the right look here. It's supposed to be full size. And it is Balancer DAO. And we're super excited that they are joining us as a sponsor of POAPathon Live. They are very good friends of the show and of POAPathon, and they've sponsored Pogs and POAPs before and all kinds of other opportunities that they've taken advantage of in terms of having using our design services for POAPs. So they are good friends of the show, and we are excited that they are joining us. This is kind of like the early start of our sponsorship. So we kind of gave them a bonus week. So it's official next week, but we're excited to have them on board, and we'll be talking about VBAL, their token, and all the other fun things that they're doing over there at Balancer DAO,
Cool.
Automated Portfolio Manager and Trading Platform, and you can find them on Twitter at Balancer. So
it's a great handle.
Yeah, great. It's perfect. Like, yeah, she got a good one. So that is super exciting, and we want to let everybody know that if you have a project, NFT project, crypto project, anything related to Web3, and you would like to be a sponsor of our show, you can reach out to us on Twitter at POAPathon, and we'd love to chat and tell you more about our special opportunities. And one more awesome thing that I have to share with you all is that we will be, hopefully, fingers crossed, broadcasting live from NFT NYC, and we are connecting with Pizza DAO, right? Woo! We're connecting with Pizza DAO, and we are going to be at their party. So more details to follow, and we'll be there, and hopefully we'll be playing some Pogs. So we have some other sponsorship opportunities with Pogs and POAPs for NFT NYC, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So very exciting stuff. Super, right? Pogs.
These bad boys.
Yep. Those are big Pogs. So very exciting. Oh, we did have this. Hold on. We did have this next up. I was right to go into that. I just thought I just lost my place. There we go. So Pogs and POAPs, we are bringing them back for NFT NYC. This is all the fun from ETH Denver. It was amazing. Everyone had a great time. So we're going to be playing some Pogs at the Pizza DAO party.
I love that awkward picture of me.
And Genetics, can you tell us about the t-shirt? Tell us all about what's going on with this.
Absolutely, guys. So we do have the first shirt up for purchase for Pogs and POAPs and POAPathon. Lots of P words right there at ultrasoundmerch.com. So we kept the price as affordable as possible while also helping POAPathon get Pogs and POAPs to NFT NYC. So if you guys want to click the link that we're dropping in the YouTube chat, you can go over there, buy a shirt, rep it. They are live now, so you can buy one now. And if you are going to NFT NYC, you can wear it at the event and help us get everything all set up for our artists and the staff, I guess we could call us, those of us who will be,
we don't use that word. We're all independent contractors.
The independent contractors who will be handing out things like this all at the event. Somebody posted a Twitter post that had a bunch of people like in a rugby match piling on top of each other. And they said, is that how you play Pogs? And I said, no, that's what it's like when you're distributing Pogs at events. So
Genetics, who's making these shirts?
Ultrasound merch.
Ultrasound merch.
Yes,
fantastic.
Absolutely. It's one of the companies that I have had the honor of helping start up. So I am one of the founders of that. We are a direct to customer model. So as soon as you order it, literally like through the metaverse, the little robots take it over to the printer through the metaverse. And then a real person on the other end takes your shirt, puts it in the printer, prints it, and then carefully boxes it up, blows it kisses, and then sends it to you. So we're very excited to get these shirts.
And I think if we see anyone wearing this shirt at NFT NYC, we might have something special for you.
Yes, most definitely.
I'm not going to guarantee that, but I think it's highly likely. So some sponsorship opportunities for Pogs and POAPs. Let me go back there. We have individual spots, friend spots, DGen, and Whale. And if you want to learn more about what is included and the pricing and all of that fun stuff, we'd love to chat with you. So again, reach out to us either in the Discord or on Twitter at POAPathon. I am seeing a remaining meeting time. Is that a problem?
Oh my.
Feast of Dawn, I'm going to let you deal with
Everyone
that.
talk really fast. We have 8 minutes. Let's go.
We have 8 minutes. What is happening?
Everything was fun. The end.
Let me work on that. We came, we saw, we had a 10-minute meeting.
I had a feeling it was going to be one of those days, and it is. It is. It's definitely one of those days. Yeah. All right, let's go. We got a couple other quick things to talk about in our little riff, as we like to call it, the riff. One thing we wanted to highlight was our April Fools POAP. If you did not get this, we're sorry, because it was awesome. So thank you, Tap and JB, for this awesome idea, and the design of the POAP by JB was incredible. We were really hoping to get Gary's attention with this, and it didn't quite hit his radar, but you never know. It might eventually find its way to him. But we loved it, and we thought it was so fun. Today's a big day in the VeeFriends world too. So we are lucky to have 2 of those friends on with us today. And Alyssa was just at Miami NFT Week. And these were some photos that were sent to me by one of my students who was there watching. And I was very excited to see you up on the stage, and I wish I could have been there. But Alyssa, we're going to throw it to you. Tell us a little bit about your experience at NFT NYC.
So,
I'm sorry,
NFT
at
Week.
Miami
We
NFT
can
Week. I'm getting
recap that.
confused.
We'll recap that in June. We got it.
We'll
It's fine. You're just ahead of the game.
Yeah, we're not doing that yet. Sorry.
We got that. We'll talk about that another time. So Miami NFT Week. So in the spirit of full disclosure, was my first time speaking on stage in an event like that. So it was such a learning experience. It was nerves. It was crazy. There were about 4,000 attendees. And they derived that from like some ticket sales, plus not to mention like I think 3,000 people watching from the metaverse.
Wow.
So so well attended. Really, the structure of it was really great. So there was a community stage over in like a big main area where a lot of the booths were set up, where there were lots of panels, community panels represented from all sorts of projects and different aspects of crypto and blockchain and NFTs. And then the big giant main stage with all the big screens and things like that. So I had the unique opportunity of being the MC for Saturday morning for the entire main stage.
Amazing. What a great opportunity.
It was so scary. But I have to tell you, Julie Sue Lamb, also a V friend, How to a Julie Sue. She has a show on Wednesdays on Instagram Live. Check it out. She's not going to be on this week because she's recovering, but next week check her out. And Peter Schwing, Peter was produced the whole stage. Like she was the executive producer, he was our stage manager and ran the show really on that stage. Did a fantastic job. Everything ran so well. So having never done this before, I'm like, oh, everyone kind of knew where to tell you to go. And I'm going to tell you, if you're an MC, this is my first piece of advice to anyone who's an MC: just do what they tell you. Don't say it, like,
Yep.
just they say go here, do that, say that, stand there, do that, and you just do it, and you go do it, and you talk, and then you're done. So emceeing was fantastic, but I'm going to talk about the rest of the event in a second, but I just have to share this. um, got to moderate a panel of incredible women.
That looked amazing.
Oh my
That
God.
looks
They
so
were
amazing.
all, I don't want to get their names wrong. So like, just give me 1 second so I don't screw it up, because like, I want to make sure I get their names right. And I should have pulled this up beforehand, but I didn't. So welcome to
That's
Tuesday in
okay.
my life. But our panel, we ended up having, in addition to our panel, which was like such a great surprise. Um, we had a panel. So earlier in the day, I'd announced a panel, and it was, why Web3 matters. And I was like, wait a minute, that's the name of our panel. That's weird, right?
Yeah.
So I went ahead and I was like, hey, that's cool. We can work with this, right? We can work with this. So we decided to switch it up. So when we went out on stage, I kind of took over and said, we're why Web3 matters to women. So because the
Perfect.
first panel was all men, so our panel was all women. So we decided to just take over the topic and do it. So I shared the stage with these incredible people: Rebecca Bastian, Adrian Ashley, who is a firecracker. We've decided we're going to do stuff together. Christine
Love it.
Christine Theriot, and I hope I'm saying her name right. She's from my BFF. All three of these women specifically are doing great things. And then someone who's like really great. Her name's Hofi, and you're gonna have to forgive me for not knowing her last name right now. She's in fashion and just knows so much stuff. So many different areas.
Amazing.
Rebecca's an entrepreneur and an author, and she's helping women cultivate their careers through technology and speaking and her authorship. Christina is again my BFF. She's all about like helping marginalized voices, Hofeets and fashion. And Adrienne is just a crypto badass. She's like been around for so long, and she really knows her stuff. She's been doing blockchain since 2017. She was doing blockchain before blockchain was like a thing. So just phenomenal group of women. I gotta tell you, our panel was the most tweeted about panel during
I
that day.
saw that. I saw
During that
that.
day.
They
So
shot it. They shotted it out.
they did. So
Even.
we were the
Yeah.
most tweeted about panel, and that's even with Grant Cardone taking the stage and Mark Cuban taking the stage. So you know
That's
what?
incredible.
I saw Julie backstage. I'm like, you built that. She goes, you built that. And I said, you built that. And I said, we built that. And it was just amazing. So super proud that the women represented and just represented so well. But we weren't alone. There were so many other amazing speakers. One thing I have to tell you, kids in NFT were such a special highlight of this event.
Great.
So NFT Kids Magazine kids had an entire panel, and those kids shared their hearts and their artwork and how to find them. They represented so professionally. Um, Also, like, parents had their kids there, not just for that group of kids, but there were parents, families there. It was such a great environment. Um, there wasn't an empty seat in the house when Mark Cuban took the stage.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everybody,
How was
everybody,
that? What did you get from that? Like, were there any takeaways that like
you
jump
know,
out at you? By the way, Bisa, we now have 1 minute and 30 seconds.
We have 1 minute. Okay.
Did you figure out the time thing?
Well, we might have to. I don't know. Actually, try to make me host really quick.
Okay. Because I don't know.
Maybe it'll change. If not, I've got a new link in Discord that we'll just pop over to.
Alrighty then.
So
okay.
Mark Cuban talked about his latest tech investment in a platform called Scoutable, and he shared the stage with the founder of that, Angela Antony. So he just said that careers are dead. He said something about careers are dead, and on stage, Mark also said that the attendance at Miami NFT was much larger than expected. So I think it was a pleasant surprise. French Montana Incredible rapper was there and repped some incredible things about utility and what that means to him. And then Wycliffe was there, guys, and he talked about his
Wow.
music app,
Wow.
which is called Soto Mood Lab. So he really represented there. But I have to tell you that this conference had the most number of women in tech of any conference, not only in attendance but on stage so far.
Wow,
So
that's
we had
great. That's
just
so great to hear.
diversity was
That's
represented,
wild.
and it was fantastic. So, you know, an incredible experience. I'm honored and privileged to have had the opportunity to speak and then and share in everything that happened. So it was great.
Amazing.
That sounds fun.
Amazing.
I had a
I'm
POAP too. I had a POAP too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're live.
Are we live?
Yes.
My video to
All
start.
right.
Okay,
Thanks for
then.
thanks for hanging out, guys. I swear.
All
we'll
right,
figure it
let's
out.
go. Take two. So back to Alyssa. What other key fun little takeaways did you have from NFT Miami NFT Week?
So I'll just let you know, POAPs were a big deal. Stickers were a big deal. I had a little mishap with my POAP, just so you know. I did secret mint and the timing went out because I didn't time
You
it
forgot
correctly.
it was UTC. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that. I thought I was going to
You do
announce
that
it
sometimes.
Well, no, I thought I was going to announce it earlier. I converted it fine. I just thought I was going to announce it earlier and I've been announcing it later. And I was like, ah. So, what are you going to do? You live, you learn. But there were lots of POAPs. There were lots of opportunities to connect and cultivate community. And I have to tell you that this space that we're in, we are so lucky we are in a space where you can really go to these IRL events and feel genuine, authentic love and support. I mean, what an inclusive community. Of course, you have a couple of instances which we talked about before the show where people behave badly and they have opportunities to improve and learn. But for the most part, this entire
That is a
community,
great way to put it. You have an
this in,
opportunity to improve and learn. I'm going to start using that.
Exactly. And conduct
I like
yourself like
that.
a civilized person. No, but for the most part, like everyone was just full of love and really wanting to see each other win. Even the networking opportunities it wasn't like about shills all day. It was about how can we work together? How can we partner together? How can we collaborate? And that's what's refreshing about Web3 IRL events versus like other types of professional events I've been to. And just incredible. The live music, the food, everything was fantastic. I can't wait. I got 44 days till VCon and then like another
Right.
like 60 some till NFT NYC. I'm gonna need to take the rest of summer off just to like
Right.
process all these
Just to
IRL
do all the
events.
things. Yeah. Just to
Yeah,
do all the fun things.
yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. And we're
but
going to have you and Valerie and some of our other V friends doing some filming and reporting back
It's
to
going to be
us from
exciting.
VCon. Yeah, that's
It's
going
going
to
to
be
be exciting.
incredible.
for sure.
That's a crazy conference. That one's going to be unreal for sure.
Yeah, we're honestly really curious about, it's supposed to be an unconference, and so many of these IRL events have been very conferencey so far, but like with with some flavor, right? So it's going to be super fun to kind of see how VCon plays out, given that Gary's really pushed the agenda that it's an unconference. So very exciting.
That'll be
Can't wait.
interesting to see what that actually ends up meaning. Yeah.
Yeah, for
cool.
sure.
Amazing. Amazing. And I'm so bummed that I didn't get to meet up with you. It was so close, but so far. It was only
It's
like
gonna happen.
2 hours away.
It's gonna be so special when it happens.
Every time, just beware when I meet any of you in person. I'm probably gonna cry. Just
I'm a crier too.
Very excited. I'm really not. I'm a total ice queen, but in this case, there might be some emotion. Yeah, I've often called that. So all right, let's shift gears a little bit to VDizzle and her experience at NFT.LA. VDizzle, you had an amazing time. Like, you were meeting all the people. Tell us a little bit about, and I'm trying to get the slides to come up because everything's not going to work now.
Oh no.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about some of your takeaways, what the experience was like for you, all of that.
Well, first I've got to say, ETH Denver was my first conference this past February. And I gotta say, that set the bar really high. So if anyone was there, you probably have an idea of what I'm talking about because they had free food. Everything was free, the event, and just, the hackathon, the buildathon, and all that. So I kind of tried to put that out of my head and be like, okay, NFT.LA is gonna be different. It's not gonna be on that scale. But even then, it was really hard to not compared to ETH Denver. But some of the things that I really enjoyed was they had an exhibition where you could see all the different Batmobiles and Batman suits from 1991, 1992, all the way to the movie that just came out. So Warner Brothers was a big presence there. That was really cool. And they had this little booth room you could go into, and they had these cards that they're going to be using as trading cards. So they had Wonder Woman and this and that. So you would rip open a real physical packet, and you would pull 7 different cards of superheroes, people in that world, in that universe. And then in the back of that card, you could scan it with a phone. You would download this app, and now it's your NFT. So they're bridging that heroes and everything and real life trading cards and bridging that together.
Now, did you get a pack then?
They had only a few packs left, so I really chose the cards that spoke to me, and I had to get the Wonder Woman. I loved the Wonder Woman.
I'm really glad to hear you say that.
Yeah,
that would be a 100% where I would go I gotta have one.
Yeah, and they
I
have
will fight you for it.
rarities and stuff like that too. And the app will tell you, and the app is pretty easy. If you want to trade, it's totally free, and it was really cool for them to have that. So I like to see that Warner Brothers and the superheroes universe.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting to see. I'm always interested to see what the larger companies are choosing to do. So it's really cool to see how they enter the space, and some do it well and some not so much. So it's fun to kind of watch and see what they do. So that sounds really cool.
It was really cool. Yeah. And I connected with one of the ladies who was there, and I told her about the community that I have here in San Diego. I hold IRL meetups every month. And she was like, I'd love to send you a bunch of packs to give to your community. And I was like, hell yeah, that'd be so fun. Ripping open some packages, in IRL with my community. So that was really awesome. And then besides that, so at ETH Denver, I really didn't get to go to see any speakers because there's so many people you meet there, and you're just talking, networking, making connections. And so I tried, I tried to go see some of these speakers this time at NFT.LA. And the 2 that I actually got to see, I missed Mark Cuban, unfortunately, but I got to see.
He's been everywhere. Mark is everywhere.
Yeah,
I think he's at the Bitcoin conference maybe today. He's there this also in Miami. It's
one of my friends. He's the one who drove Mark Cuban to the airport. So I was like, that's cool. But yeah, Mark Cuban just speaks and then he takes off. You know, he has so many places to be.
Right.
But yeah, I missed him. But I got to see Tom Bilyeu. Tom Bilyeu was the founder of Quest Nutrition Bar and sold that company for millions of dollars. So now he's a millionaire, but doing some great stuff in the NFT world. Some of you may know his like founder's key and impact theory. So he was there and I got to speak to him a little bit. I took a picture with him and, you know, he's going to be a speaker at VCon. So I just told him, I was like, I'm excited to see you at VCon and hear what you're going to do, what you're planning to do.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what he does there for sure.
Yeah. So I got to see him. And actually in that process of meeting him, there was another woman, her name was Isabel. And she's like, hey, can you take a photo of me and Tom? And I was like, yeah, sure. And, you know, she asked me like, oh, are you a fan of Tom? And I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I asked her, I was like, where are you from? And she's like, I'm from San Diego. And I was like, stop. I'm from San Diego. And like, it was so cool to just connect with random people that you wouldn't know where they're from. And then all of a sudden they're in the same city that you live in. So that was such a cool experience. And then her and I became besties for the rest of the conference. Like we went to every like booth and like meetup you could ever think of together. And that was really cool to have someone just like have that instant connection and become besties with someone you've never met before. But you know, the NFTs and crypto just gives you that bond already that you can share.
It really does. Like you immediately have things to connect on so easily. It is very interesting that I'm starting to feel more connected to my NFT friends than my IRL friends, which is I was saying that to Alyssa. I was like, I really I was texting, I'm like, I want to blow off these IRL events, but my family and friends might be a little pissed. And there's no way I'm going to be able to explain it. I need to go to Miami because there's a POAP I really want.
Yeah. And speaking of POAPs, there was only one POAP at the NFT.LA. It was at Eternal Royale's booth, and they had a POAP to claim. So I don't know if I missed out on POAPs that were there and I just didn't see them, but I was disappointed. I was like, where are the POAPs? So they need
that
to
just
get
seems
together.
like it's unacceptable. It's just
unacceptable.
I mean, if you guys
NFT.LA people are watching who are put on the production, you need to get more POAPs.
Yeah,
scavenger hunt of POAPs. You know.
Goodness gracious.
I think we might do one of those in NFT NYC. Do a little POAP scavenger hunt.
NYC is a great event for POAPs, by the way. If I had my backpack up here, I'd show you. I have the full POAP sticker badge that's now permanently affixed on my backpack. So
love it.
Did you see
I've got mine here.
Oh, you got it right there.
It's just on the wall here.
That's
on the wall.
Alyssa, did you see Patricio when you were at NFT? Was he there? The founder of POAP?
I did not get to meet him, if so. Sadly. Okay. So we'll have to meet at NFT NYC.
Hopefully, yeah. If he comes, hopefully.
So. Yeah, he's not very loud. He kind of moves silently around. But he's a great person.
Yeah.
So, and you also had a chance to meet up and hang out with Steve Aoki. Can you tell us about that a little bit? And I'm going to try to share the video, but Beastadon, you need to give me sharing access, please.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah. So that was really awesome. So there's this really cool art center, art venue in LA. It's kind of on the outskirts of downtown LA, but it's at this like art museum kind of place called Wisdom, and that's wisdom but with an E at the end. And that was my first time, and it's so awesome. They have these big dome like big rooms, and the whole dome itself is a screen, so anything you put on the screen is surrounding you. So the lights, the screen, and so Steve Aoki, there's like 3 or 4 domes, and maybe 5. But Steve Aoki was playing in one of them, and it was a very private concert. So if you wanted to get close and up and personal with Steve Aoki, you really could. You would just like get yourself up to the front, and he was like performing in your face. He had the speaker or the microphone, and he's singing, he's DJing. And then he also had a musical guest who was playing the
I'm going to
saxophone.
attempt to play this. Let's see if I can get this
Oh
to
yeah,
play.
let's see.
Here we go. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
She's right there.
right there. He came into the crowd, no problem. And he's a really nice guy. You know, when he's performing, he can get really hyped. But when you meet him in person, he's just very grounded. He's very present, and he has this Zen presence about him, which I wasn't expecting because I've met a lot of other celebrities and DJs, and they're kind of, you know, after they just finish playing a show, they're kind of like they're thinking and they're looking around. But when I spoke with him, he was like eye to eye contact, which made it feel very special. And we got to take a picture together too, as well. And that was such a cool experience.
That's great. That's great. Did he talk
So
about his
cool.
NFT project at all?
Yes, he was a speaker. I didn't get to see him, but yeah, he had spoke about his project. And then when he was, you know, DJing, it was like he was displaying his NFTs and all these visuals on the dome screen. And he had like this one funny part where he was like DJing and he played the Titanic song. What, how does that song go? Like my heart will
Yeah,
go
my heart will
on.
go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I'm not
And
gonna sing it.
the visuals was of Jack and Rose when Rose is like, I can fly, you know, but instead of their faces, it was Steve Aoki's face.
Oh, that's funny.
So it
Oh,
was
that's so funny.
it was hilarious. It was such a fun show, and they had amazing artwork and, you know, interactive art and stuff. It, you know, I think that that place is open. So besides just having concerts, so if you're ever in the LA area, I definitely recommend going to check it out. It's such a cool place to see art.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And what so and can you tell us a little bit about what you have coming up with San Diego?
Yeah, so this weekend on Friday and or Saturday and Sunday, we have San Diego NFT Con, where we're having a convention here in San Diego. It's the first of many. So I think it's going
Very
to be
cool.
smaller scale. So don't come here like me and thinking it's going to be an East Denver thing. You know, it's the very first one. So I think max capacity is like 1,000. We have like 1,000 tickets. So I think we have a few tickets left. So if you want to go to San Diego NFTcon.com, you can purchase your tickets right now. And if you use my code um, VAL, VAL in all caps 50, that will get you 50% off your ticket.
Very cool. And maybe
Yeah.
JB can throw that in the chat real quick. That is some nice little alpha there for us. You're always taking care of us. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
We
I want to give
appreciate
back to
it.
my community where I can, you
Love
know.
it.
I love
And
helping.
by the way, so VDizzle is going to be hosting POAPathon and bringing in some guests in
Well,
2 weeks.
I will be, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, for next week, right? For
2
POAPathon.
weeks. 2 weeks, right?
Yes,
Not
2
next
weeks,
week.
2 weeks.
2
Sorry,
weeks.
2 weeks.
The
But yeah,
19th. Yeah, we had to make a switch. Yeah. Next week we have Tap with Austin Griffith. So that's going to be interesting.
That's going to be
That'll a lot
fun.
of
That's going to be a big show.
Yeah, and then we have VDizzle with her guests, and she's going to be taking the reins. And then we have Let's Be Friends, Nikki on the 26th. So those are our upcoming shows. Awesome. Any other takeaways from NFT.LA or anything coming up that you also want to share?
yeah. So, my background is in sports and athletics, so I never really have gone to these conferences and, networked myself professionally. But now that I'm pivoting into the Web3 space, I'm starting to find, how do I approach booths? How do I approach people and companies that like I want to get sponsored for? Because, I do have my community, I have these IRL meetups, and I'm a one-woman show. So how can I start expanding? Because the amount of people that come to my meetups, it's starting to grow. And I can't just go to the bar or the restaurant because then we're going to get kicked out because they're not going to be
Right.
expecting 30 plus people, you know? So now I need to start looking at renting out venues, but I can't sustain that on my own financially. So I'm going to start needing to look at partnerships. So just to give anyone some tips, you know, like how to approach these booths, is it's really about saying who you are and what you're doing. You don't want to just be like, hey, can I get a sponsorship? You know, you need to take some time to introduce yourself, let people know what you're doing, and they might align with, you know, the mission that you have with your project. So I got, you know, in contact with a couple of people, and now I'm doing the follow-ups, and that's kind of like the big thing too. So after you go to these conferences, you get the contacts of people. Now when you come back home to recover, you also got to make sure that you know, say, hey, it was great meeting up with you, and I look forward to connecting. Let's set up a time to get on a call and chat about, you know, possibly getting a partnership together. So that's also
one other tip along those lines is our design services can create a POAP for you. And this is for anybody who's going to conferences. And that's a great way to connect with people. I have a POAP because you met me in person, and here you go. And then it has your information on it. They can connect with you, and it's just another like fun little way to have a business card, if you will. And we do have folks who reach out to us and create a bounty for us to create those. You have met POAPs, so for different events. And Valerie, can you please share one more time the link to the San Diego Con, what that link is and what the code is again, just real quick?
Yeah, so
Great.
the link is, let me just make sure, because sometimes it's SD, sometimes it's San Diego spelled out. So let me make sure. Sorry, I should have had this prepared too beforehand.
That's okay. You know what? I didn't even tell you we were going to talk about that, so I apologize.
Okay, so I think I gave you guys the wrong link in the beginning. So it is SDNFTCon.com.
Okay.
And the code is my first three letters of my name there, VAL in all capital letters, 50. It's one word, Val 50, and you'll get 50% off. And if you have any trouble with that, because I think sometimes people do, just go ahead and shoot me a DM, and I'll help you through that.
So SDNFTCon.com and Val50. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's amazing. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be a speaker there as well. So I'll be speaking about the importance of building a community in Web3, and then I'll also be on the women's panel.
That is fantastic. Okay, and now that my screen share is working, we have some of the photos from your experience. We didn't have the Stevie Aoki photo in this, but we did have the video. But there's
I'm at Swanset too, Valerie. That's so fun.
Oh wow, she was over there too in Miami.
Yeah, she's
zipping around everywhere.
Yeah,
they're all over the place.
And then that's some of the V friends at the Bored Ape Gallery, correct?
Yeah. So that was in San Pedro. So that was about 30. That was like a 30-minute drive from downtown. But like I said, I think it's so important to plug back into the community that supported you in the very beginning. So, you know, this was a fellow V friend, a fellow friend in general, who had his Bored Apes painted and was having this showcased in a gallery. And so I made that effort to drive that 30 minutes to go see him and support. And he opened a bottle of empathy wine. So Gary V's Elephant Empathy Wine, got to taste that. Amazing wine.
I'm going to assume that VCon's going to have some good wine.
Oh, yeah.
Better, right?
Yes. And I got to meet the owners of that gallery too. And they're the sweetest couple. And just all the artwork that they do, amazing. So yeah, it was just such a great experience of just connecting to the community that I've been talking to all these months online and seeing them in person. It's just such an amazing experience. It's hard to describe.
I love seeing that keeps happening, like at all these different conferences, like seeing the photos coming out and people just being able to connect with those online friends that they've made and those friendships they've made over the past couple of years. So It's really cool. Very cool. Well, thank you so much. And it does kind of roll us right into talking about POAPathon design services, because as I mentioned, like one of the things sometimes people reach out to us for is the POAP to bring with them to a conference. And it's our designers, when you submit a bounty, our designers go through with your specifications and create something specifically for you. Oops, there we go. So here's some examples of some of our POAPs that have been designed by our artists, and it included some in real life meetups with the CryptoPunks and Twitter Spaces, community calls, and then parties and births and new connections. So there's an example of a You Met. That's Superfizz's You Met Superfizz. And Jen, do you want to talk anything else about that process in terms of design services bounties?
Absolutely. So when a sponsor goes to POAPathon.com and submits a bounty, so you can do it for an NFT, a PFP, I guess would be a better way of saying it, a POAP logo, anything that's available on our POAPathon.com services, it goes to our team, who then creates a channel on the POAPathon Discord server. Once it's available, you can see it pop up, and you can click on the channel within our server. All of the information is there for us designers, including assets, what the design brief is. That'll tell you what the POAP needs to be. That gives you the best chance of winning real money on crypto. Usually it's USDC, sometimes it's ETH. And then you have a time frame to design that asset, be it a POAP or other. And it can be anywhere from $50 to $250. First or second places always get money. And with that, once you get chosen and your asset is delivered, you get paid. It's as simple as that. And I mean, imagine that artist getting paid for their work, right? That's why I'm so bullish on this community. Exactly. I love it here. And so these are just some of our examples of some of the things that you can do and design for with POAPathon, and some of the communities that have partnered with us as well.
And here's just one example of a recent design contest with Abundance 360. Is this currently still going on, or is this an older one? I don't remember. Might be still.
Let's see.
Well, I believe this one just closed.
Just closed. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one just closed. We don't know. I don't think we have a final winner yet, but amazing designs, animated and unanimated, both of them. I mean, just incredible. Some really cool designs. And here is our POAP of the week. And Kavish Sethi, I don't know how to say the name.
I don't know either.
Who is one of our OG artists who's competed a lot in different bounty contests. And is active in our Discord. This was a POAP for the merge. This was the Kiln testnet, and this is for participants of that. So this is really cool. I love this POAP. I love the design of it, but I really love the reason more so.
Yeah.
And what do you want to say about that in terms of the design, Jen?
Absolutely.
From an artist perspective.
So when I was looking at all of the different words, right? So when I was looking at the assets that were submitted, the brief, as we call it, there were so many things. There were example POAPs. It was a fairly complex thing that was asked for our designers, looking through, like, example POAPs were given, assets were given, and it was actually said this is a high profile POAP. So it was very important to bring your A game. And it was definitely evident in the POAPs, and scanning through here, I was like, wow, yes, bam, yes, awesome, yes. And so I actually scanned through this list like 5 or 6 times, and I was like, oh, I'm going to choose this one. No, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I'm going to, no. And I finally settled on this one, which is, I mean, it's really good. I wish I could have gotten this POAP, honestly. And it was in the, I think it was either the winning POAP or the second place. It was second place. It wasn't even the winning POAP. So I chose second place.
It was great. Yeah, they were all so good. They were all really good. And for that one, it was a test net as well as just a recognition of the merge. I think it was both, or not the merge, but the test of the Amazing. And I think it's a great choice. I love it. I love the, the ETH symbol right there at the top. It's so
Yes.
cool. Cryptogs Reborn. We want to mention this. Cryptogs Reborn, if you have not completed your full set yet, which I have not, but I'm like this close. I think I need 5 more. I put a ton of offers last night. So hey, check your offers, people. Come on now.
Yeah, who's that?
Check your offers.
Who's that tog at the bottom about like 4 over from the left? 3 over?
Oh, that's Balancer DAO, as a matter of fact, our sponsor for this broadcast, but not, it'll officially start next week. This is your bonus, Balancer DAO. So we appreciate you hanging in there with our technical difficulties today. Which I have that one. I have all the Balancer DAO togs. I've got a few that I'm missing. So if you're one of the first 25 to collect the full set, and there's only a couple spots left, you get this fabulously designed POAP by Amadeus, TW Amadeus from Amadeus Style Media. And I think our community schedule. Last up, our community schedule. We have lots of opportunity for Open Ink live stream. So if you're an artist and you want to come in and bond with some of your fellow artists, come on in, start some drawing. Balancer DAO. You can't see that yet. Wait till we go back to full.
Ooh, my fingernails are so disgusting. Oh my God. Why did I just do that?
Nobody saw, don't worry.
Why did I just do that? Ew.
So this is our community schedule. Jump in the Discord anytime. You'll see the voice channels and you'll see if somebody's streaming. If there's an open room, jump in and start streaming yourself. We'd love to have you in there. So that is our weekly schedule. And if you want to join the fun, the POAPathon live weekly show, you can help with what we do here, design services, POGs and POAPs, Cryptogs, and other events. And lastly, well, let me jump back to everybody over here because we know what's next. So before we get to that secret word.
Oh, I got a little too excited. Sorry.
Coming, I'll tell you.
Okay.
But I just wanted to touch base. So Beastodon, we couldn't see what you were holding up before, but that was the Balancer DAO POG, right?
What was it?
So,
yeah. Was it like something like this? Like
something like this. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Is that the slammer? Actually? Or
no, this is not a slammer. This is just
okay. I couldn't tell.
POG.
Okay, cool.
But,
very cool. So
POGs and POAPs.
POGs and POAPs, NFT NYC, next opportunity to have your sponsorship on a POG. All right, everybody. Before we wrap up, Alyssa and Val, thank you so much for being here with us. Anything else that you want to add or tell us about, or anything that we missed before we give out the secret word and everybody disappears?
Thank you again for having me. I'm always happy to support POAPathon. You guys are fabulous. I love what you're doing in this entire space and building community. So thank you so much, and thanks for the opportunity. Attend these IRL events, people. That's the best thing I can tell you. Like the follow through on cultivating community in Web3 is showing up and being a part of the community. So keep showing up for one another and supporting one another.
Awesome. I love it.
That's great.
And Val, how about any other last notes?
Yeah, so I was thinking, with the code, if you're going to use the code, look up the San Diego convention on Eventbrite, and I think my code will work on there because sometimes it doesn't work on the main website. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Cool.
But yeah, just to piggyback off of Alyssa, if you don't have an IRL event already in your community, take action, start one. And you might just show up and be the first person there. And then over time, you might get more people to come and join. So
I love that. I love that. Don't wait for someone else to do it. If you want an IRL event, it can be small. It can be just meeting at like some local coffee shop or bar or restaurant or whatever. It doesn't have to be a big deal, but just make sure you have a POAP. That'll get
exactly.
And speaking of, everyone, get your apps ready. Get your app ready. Get ready to mint. Click on secret word. And this one's going to be a little hard. I'm just going to tell you. Because I have combined our 2 guest names.
Oh.
And the secret word is.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Schmupergirl.
Oh,
so
no.
it is a capital S, capital D. So that is capital SCHUMPER, capital DIZZLE. Schmupergirl.
I think
No
I
one
got
was
it.
going to guess that.
I got it.
Well, the best part is it's Schumper. And
Schumper.
not
I'm not even
Schmooper.
saying it right.
And
No,
not
it's
saying it
funny.
wrong.
No, it's
Schumper.
the U and the M got inverted, so people aren't even gonna figure it out from there. So
Okay.
it's perfect.
Okay.
It's like super code.
I was like, wait,
I love
I'm
it.
spelling it right. What's
No, you're
going on?
going. Yeah,
no one's gonna get this one.
no, no farming this POAP today,
farming.
people.
I need it again. I don't have it.
Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Capital SCHUMPER, capital DIZZLE. Schumpergirl. And I can't believe I flipped those two.
It's so funny.
I flipped the
I
U
love
and the
it.
M.
It's like a big code. It's fine. It's great.
I'm always like, I think I sat there for like 15 minutes trying to go, okay, what can I do that no one's gonna guess? So
Creative.
go. This is what I do.
All right. I'm getting a ton of I got it. So
Good.
That's what we love to see.
Doing it.
That's what we love to see.
Yay.
Yay! So excited. All right. This has been awesome. We appreciate you guys coming on with us. Did I forget anything, Beast of Honor Genetics? Anything you guys want to add?
I just want to add, big thanks to Bouncer, putting their weight behind us, and it's going to be a fun relationship we have there. So.
Absolutely. And they've been such a big part of our community that it's perfect that they are our first sponsor. I love it. And we'll have more to follow. And this is really going to help us do some of these fun things like going to NFT NYC and being able to connect with our community and continue to bring more interesting content and be able to be there live rather than just getting recaps and things like that, which we love. We love the recaps. Don't get me wrong, but it's going to be really fun to be able to bring this like actually live to these different events. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, and
right,
also to just so everyone knows, again, next week is Austin Griffith of Ethereum royalty. So that's going to be a fun one. Tap's returning to host, so that's always going to be always a fun time.
Yep. So there will likely be some skateboarding. Yep. There will likely be some skateboarding. It's going to be a great show. Don't miss it. We may have to have a special POAP for that. I feel like we're gonna have to do something really fun.
Oh yeah.
100.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining us for POAPathon Live. Schmupergirl and VDizzle on Twitter. Make sure you follow them. I'm at ProfWorder on Twitter and Genetics Design on Twitter.
Yes.
And also, hey, if you do follow me on Twitter, check out my pinned tweet. Go and like and follow Florinouns, and you might be rewarded. So I'll just say that. You all looking for POAPs, you might want to go try and grab that one. That's coming soon. So, and that's it. Have a fabulous day, everybody.
Oh, don't forget to buy your shirt from POAPathon.
And buy your shirt. We might have to do a little something special for the shirt wearers somewhere down there.
The shirt wearers, yeah.
The shirt wearers. All right, everybody. Have a great Tuesday.
Bye.